Welcome to the live stream, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We're on them all. We ain't scared. You got questions, you got answers, you got whatever you want to talk about tonight. We're talking about crabs, crabbing.
Recap of the season. We're both finally done. So
put it off to me, all right? Just kidding. Got questions? You got
how you doing?
Anything? He's already blowing up.
We got 47 people. We're doing Q&A post crabbing season. I got CJ here, who's not my father, but he's my crab dad, kind of.
Oh, hey, what's up? Want more crabs? I do too.
How's the transmission doing? It's doing all right. I mean, for now, until I blow it up, which is inevitable.
From Cleveland, Ohio. Nice. Where are the beers at?
That's what I said. Can we drink on these?
No, this is family oriented. None of that stuff. Come on now.
That's why you got to go to TikTok.
Unless you want to sponsor us.
Hey, come on now.
Watch hitting here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to read. I can't read well. Northern VT. What's going on, guys? What's up? Indiana.
Sure 83. What's going on?
Hey.
Up there. Not much. We're done the season. He got done before I did, but we're just anoding pots, and I don't know what he's doing.
I'm not doing any of that.
He's doing nothing like his normal self.
Come on now.
Hey, rule number 1, we're going to get it right out there.
Leave your feelings at home.
Leave your feelings at home. Tonight's a leave your feelings at home kind of night.
Why do you need to wash rice? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe there's a more qualified Asian person on here to ask that question.
Who asks questions like
Literally
that? We're talking about crabs and crabbing. Hey,
oyster in the winter.
And we can have root beer. Yes. Yeah. I forgot my drink. Bring me my drink, would you? We're not doing any dredging. We're none of us oyster. We're too. Actually, you know what? I should say that. I got that light in the background there.
They like our Maryland accent.
What accent? What are you talking about?
That's what I said. What accent? I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, we Luke oystered a year or two. I oystered a year or two. We didn't do much with it. And
it's a rite of passage, though.
It is.
Oystering, you have to think about it. What's another crab or rite of passage? Oystering, you have to be completely convinced that everybody else has got the oystering wrong, and you're gonna get it right. Don't listen to anybody. Set it all up on your own.
Where is it?
In my truck, maybe.
And then go. And then tell everybody about the great day that you have when you catch almost a limit local, and then spend the rest of the day driving them to a broker, and then it gets really cold and they freeze and die on your best day. We've all been down this road. At least I had turnbuckles. CJ put his oyster rig on with crab pot rope.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt.
It went about as well as you expect.
Sure 83 says we sound like a bunch of Yankees. I don't have no accent. I'm from good old Pasadena, so
you got no accent. If you ain't in denial of your accent, you ain't no crab.
Yeah, that's 100%. We are a bunch of Yankees, no doubt. Right. But hey, we're not Baltimore. Just don't call me Baltimore, and we're good. I ain't Baltimore.
It's going to be depressing TikTok without crabbing. I agree. Oh, my sister. What's up?
Appreciate the drink. Thank you. Hey, can you fill it up, please?
Old Bay or J.O.?
I like Old Bay to eat the crabs. I like J.O. to cook them with. That's me, though.
J.O. on steamed crabs, Old Bay on everything else.
You guys like the merch? Awesome. Keep buying it.
Oh, yeah. He's got merch going, too. Don't forget, check his merch out.
It's in the bio of my TikTok and Instagram.
And it's on Facebook. Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. Who knows?
Stop because you have a crush on
Susan, how are you? Good checking in. Are you guys getting any snow out in Colorado? Are you out there?
Dirty Dina, that's right, baby.
Plans for the winter. The plans for the winter to do nothing and spend as little money as possible. That's the plan. Keep my kids from going crazy. Look at the hair on this one. I can't keep their hair cut, so I gotta get them straight over the winter time.
So how many more problems do you have scheduled for the boat?
That's actually pretty.
That's funny. A good question.
That's good. We'll answer that one.
Thank you. I think I'm handsome and enjoy the content. I appreciate it.
Oh, don't start.
My mother does as well. She thinks I'm handsome.
Don't start all the.
Yeah, spend less money. That's right.
Darn right.
We gotta save. We try to save. See, along with oystering, another passage of crabbing is your first couple years, you have zero concept of what it actually takes to go crabbing. So you just go and then you think, oh man, I came home with $500. When in reality, it probably costs you like $600 just to leave the dock. Yep. So you blow it all and you think that you're rich and you buy all kinds of stupid things. And then you realize that wintertime comes and or you break something and then you're completely out house and home. So that's I'm telling you, it's like it's this crazy progression that everybody does the same thing, even though they have a ton of people telling them not to do that. And you do it anyway because you listen. Ain't no crabber.
That's for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we got Jeff Coates thumbs up in us. Hey, everybody, if you're just tuning in, give us a thumbs up. Helps spread the stream or whatever. Thanks for checking in. Thinking of you, we are, Jeff. Absolutely. Somebody else put that on there. Sure. Jeff's gun and sea ducks. Broncos here. Guys have any plans for the Carolinas or Louisiana? Definitely.
Jeff, you like my sweatshirt?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's joined the Molly's crew for sure.
That's right. Everybody, if you like Molly's,
you ain't no crabber if you ain't killing divers from a work boat.
that's right, baby.
That's true, yeah.
If you ain't got a 1988 Mako with burlaps straight over the side and you're wearing a Carhartt jumpsuit, messing up the boys, shooting them 2-1 to the boys next to you in a layout, though. You ain't no crabber, I'm telling you. You don't need it.
You don't need it. Colorado, what's up?
Do you know what a bushel of oysters are off the boat? I don't know. Are you Oystering Shore 83? Are you an oysterman? I ain't heard good on that. That's for sure.
I think that a lot of people. I think all those guys down in the lower bay quit crabbing early because it was no good for them, and they went oystering like they've been burning them since the first day. And then I ain't heard nothing about dredging, but I'm sure that they're going to be flooding their own market. I hope it doesn't happen, obviously, for them, but when it's kind of a lose-lose because they don't have a good year crabbing, and then they all go oystering, and then they burn their own market because everybody's oystering. You know what I mean?
Yeah, double down for sure. It's not good.
Razor clams or chicken necks? What do you think, CJ? Razor clams or chicken necks?
Oh, razors are always going to be number one. If you can get them, and they were expensive this year. Definitely not a cheap alternative for sure.
Razors were $85 a bag or something.
Yeah, Matt said $35 a bushel on dredge oysters right now. So that's what I didn't want to say it, but since you wrote it, that's what I heard.
Gosh.
Last year's dredge was at the end of my street. Wholesale 35. Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, don't get me started. I'm not going to get started on prices. I'm not going to get started on any of it.
We're talking about that now. I don't oyster anymore. I have the rig to do. I have a dredge and a patent tong rig, but I don't know if I hate myself enough this year to go put myself through it. Although it is a total Luke move to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, even though I've done it and kind of
gonna get rich.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna end the season being a 10,000 air.
Yeah, yep. You'd be lucky to be that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, oysters are your best bets to sell them off the boat. Get your certification and cut out the middleman. Sell them direct. When you're on the shore, it's harder though. I mean, if I was on the shore, I would have a refrigerated truck that was certified, and I'd be just driving over Western Side every day, ride around in neighborhoods, whatever, selling oysters, and you'd make double or triple the money. You didn't have to work every day.
But the thing is, you have to consider the double or triple the money on oysters with all the bushel limits and everything is like kind of a bad day crabbing. It's like your best day oystering, getting the most money is, for the most part, unless you had some real kind of really nice half shell market, which we don't really have for any kind of dredge oysters or any kind of bay oysters, really. Historically, Chesapeake Bay oyster market's been mostly shucking. Am I right about that? I mean,
yeah,
it's been mostly because they're big and they're just kind of gnarly things. They're good, but you gotta, literally eat them with a grain of salt because sometimes they're a little rough.
Cocktail.
We're can them and fry them.
Yeah, we're hoping to keep things up. Welcome if you're just checking in. We're Monday night live stream. We're on all the platforms that I could get on and figure out how to do. Got on here by the skin of our teeth. And
how long did I work on his boat?
We made it.
I kind of worked, I don't know, a few years here and there. Like I don't know. It's kind of a blur.
It is a little bit of a blur.
Are we hunting this year? You're right. We're
100%.
hunting this year. I just went to Molly's today, got all my stuff for the hunting season, hooked me up with some waders. They hooked me up with shells, everything you need. You can go to Molly's on the shore. If you ain't getting your stuff from Molly's, you ain't no crabber.
Give him a thumbs up.
That's right. Give them a follow.
Give us a thumb. Give us a thumbs up while you're thumbs up in them. You know what I mean?
Give us a thumbs up first because we need it first.
35 is robbery. Yep, you're right.
It is, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, their skipjack limit, but they shut down they used to be able to oyster all up above the bridge, and I would pat and thong and there'd be skipjacks around me, but they shut down all the oystering above the bridge. So now you got to go to, I don't even know where those boys were oystering. I'm sure a lot of them guys just hung it up. I mean, I know Bunky's boat didn't fare too great. And I'm sure a lot of them guys aren't even messing with oysters anymore. It's just, and the other thing is, where are you going to find people to dredge oysters? You know what I mean? They have no chance of doing it under sail because ain't nobody know how to sail. Not that I know how to sail. I'm just saying, you ain't going to find anybody do that.
True that.
I mean, I would hope you do, but how many people want?
Anyway, I got cut off again.
I'm great. I've been doing that for years.
So we're doing the Monday night live stream. We're hoping to do something at most Monday nights. I don't know if it'll be every, but we want to keep conversation going. Definitely going to do some fun stuff. Hopefully, quit banging the table, knucklehead.
Was that me or him?
That was you. We're gonna try to keep the content going. I got him here tonight. He may or may not be here. Who knows?
Tink Partlow. We know that name. Do you work on the skipjack?
Yeah,
Deal Island skipjack?
No, he worked with Bunky.
And
nice. We got a couple comments over there too, but we're on all these platforms tonight. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So you're on where you're checking in. If you're on TikTok and you actually want your question answered, jump onto FV Miss Paula YouTube and you'll get your question answered. His thing is like, you know what I mean? Mine is kind of scrolling here. We can actually talk to people and answer stuff. We ain't, you know what I mean? So anyway, no, Luke doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's Alan. He can't edit.
I don't know how to do any of that.
Neither can I. That's why we got Bronco.
Yeah, he's got a guy.
The main man, the master of all
everything.
The master of all
Matt Marshall, you got your captain's license.
Cool stuff.
With Tommy Perry, nice. You see me at Rumor Reel, sick. I can swim home from there. That's
Here's him trying to answer his questions. He can't even keep up.
I'm trying to
answer questions. Like I said, come over to FV Miss Paul YouTube. We're on live there too. You'll actually get your questions answered. I got one more here. S. Hoover asked where all the stripers go. I don't know. We had a load of them smaller ones earlier. I would assume some of them were getting bigger earlier in the season. You would think it'd be decent. I don't know, but fishing, from what I've heard, ain't been a whole lot. It's been going along, and maybe they spread out when we had all that rain up here, and who knows? We didn't see very many at the end of the season pulling pots, so I don't know.
Am I going to interrupt you now? Pat, can I say something?
Pat, that's funny. I like that comment.
What?
On Pat said on Facebook, the two most famous rednecks in Pasadena on one
right,
screen.
Baby. That's
this is legendary.
That's right.
Hey, we are legends in our own mind. That is for sure.
Can confirm. I ain't got nothing on some of these other guys, but pretty good. The best crab catcher. I mean, if you're talking about me, you'd be correct. But if you're talking about him, subpar.
Fair. I'm fair.
I just want to go back to one thing. That was a very CJ-ism. We call those. He thinks the stripers are getting bigger. Yes. It's like he says his favorite thing in the duck blind to say would be, if the ducks are flying, we might see something. CJ-ism.
Makes perfect sense to me.
I've been taking tally my whole life.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Word of the day, CJ-ism.
You're starting to think you ain't no crabber. I ain't no crabber.
Yeah, I ain't no crabber either. Definitely not.
What's your buddy's TikTok? You can find. He does have TikTok. It's at FV Miss Paula, but he mostly does YouTube. He does the YouTube thing. I'm too bad with technology.
Bronco asked what the plan for fixing your boat is. What are you doing with that?
Well, the plan for fixing my boat, I usually come up with about 10 minutes after it breaks. So to be honest with you, can't really give you an answer there. Any more planned failures, somebody asked? No, not really. I mean, I don't typically plan the failures. Actually, the only planned failure was actually trying to become a crabber. That was the only planned failure I've really had. and I've excelled, if I do say so myself, at that. I mean, I think that's unanimous. I don't think anybody will argue with that. But
Blair, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Monday Night Football. We're gonna get done before that. Everybody's gonna drop off and go watch that. I'm not getting into that. I don't watch it. I got a couple here. Josh, good to see you checking in. Wellner, do you know the guy up there that's the big TikToker up there in Maine? The
Jacob
lobster.
Knowles?
Yeah, Jacob. Seems like a decent kid. Dude, whatever. Boy, seems like a decent boy.
Hey.
Good stuff. 15. How many pots do you usually lose in a season? Very few. We both fish underwater lines. If we lose 25, 30 pots a season, it's a lot. I had that tree hook me up for 4. That was probably the most I lost in, a long time in one day. So it's very rare. Help drops a few over,
that's our favorite
get
thing
a couple busted off. It ain't much. So
the help likes to just throw them over, not connected to anything.
we got
Crabbing and trucking, baby. That's right. That's right. Hey, how you doing?
Alexandria Bach wants to come work for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Who's that? Do we know who that is?
I don't know. She said she's been
Wait,
asking for months to come and help.
That's not that boy. Isn't that her name?
No, her name's Alexa.
I don't remember. That's what it is. Well, I'll be taking applications next year.
Yeah, we all will. Hey, maybe you can work on my boat. You know what I mean?
You don't want to work on his boat.
Nah, it's probably
he catches too many crabs. It's too much work. I said, CJ, how many guys you got to have on the boat just to put lids on stuff? Man, peanut butter.
It's a hard deal. How far do y'all run to find crabs in a season? Oh, crikey! I'm touching.
I didn't hunt the first.
Touching
split.
the screen on his computer like it's supposed to move.
I'm gonna hunt the second split. Yeah, I am indeed Asian, half Korean, half Irish. I'm a real mutt.
I got my neighbor over here asking questions too. We're getting them from all sides. What?
Where's the beer? I know CJ. He says he's streaming it on YouTube and Facebook, and he wants a family friendly. Hart Miller, we crab out front of Hart Miller all the time.
Hi from New Zealand.
Nice.
Christina, sweet, good deal. Checking in all over. I got to answer a couple of these. Dan Ford says pull the boats and run stone crab pots in the Gulf. Hey, sounds like a great idea.
Hey, quit banging the table.
Just have no idea any of that stuff. So maybe I'll come ride along.
Just switched over to his YouTube. He's better at answering the questions.
Appreciate it. We got
Jellyfish Joel's. Yeah, I like that too. Do I run lines by Kent Narrows? Not particularly. I tried one year. It did not really go that well.
Oh, here's I got a good question for you here. Lexi, she must have come over from TikTok. She said, "Is Luke working on any new woodworking projects?"
Oh, that's a good question.
Like his really cool cabinet door that he posted about a long time ago.
That is technically it was about a long time ago. That is true. There's kind of spur of the moment things. I just kind of decide. I try to find something I don't think I can build, and then I'm like, all right, I'll build it, and then I just see if I can. So if I see something, I actually do have a like an idea in mind. Come on now, you're like 7 questions behind. I do have a good idea in mind for like a pretty cool door that opens both ways, but I have to, again, fabricate everything to make that happen. So we'll see.
As always, long story long. So love the channel. Hope you guys keep it up. Maybe Nat Geo will make a series with you guys. Probably not. But hey, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing.
Keep an eye out though.
Somebody always says Netflix. I'm like, maybe, I don't think we're there.
You have to work in the off season.
We don't. I mean, to be honest, we don't really have to. We kind of can live all year, but I get bored. He doesn't really get. He loves being bored. He doesn't have time to be bored. I mean, I don't really get bored. Hey guys, David here from Molly's Place. David, dude, I missed you today. I was just at Molly's Place. You guys were hooking me up with all kind of good stuff today.
Missed them.
You just missed me. Am I going to be in Easton this weekend? Actually, I might be.
That's true. If Waterfowl Festival this weekend, go check that out.
I talked to the Molly's guys about being there with them. this weekend. So
Cool.
I might actually.
All right, I got to answer a question before it goes away. Why do commercial boats have Sunday, Monday, or it should be what is it?
EHR.
EHR labeled on them. That is the day
On the
off.
table there?
So if you're Sunday, Monday, or if you have EHR, that's electronic hailing reporting. You can pick whichever day you want to take off. So that's what that stands for. What's the significance of clam lines?
It's a demarcation line, meaning you can't
the clam
crab
line.
past the line.
No, the clam line is where you can clam. That's so you're either inside of them lines or outside of them, or there's
Nice,
all
you wanna
different
go.
rules and regulations on them too. So, yeah, they're
I definitely ain't no clammer.
yeah, definitely not. Them boys are a different breed there.
Yeah.
You'd be a hit on Mike Rowe's Dirty Jobs.
We've been saying that
I
for
appreciate
years.
that,
We've been
Scott.
saying that
Hey,
for
I would
years.
go on Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe is
He's the man.
He's one of my mentors in life.
That's
And
right.
always remember, safety third.
That's right. That's right.
CJ, Mike, and I were talking about the
Duffy's
history of
nice.
C&E crabs on Saturday. I'll be darned. Old Doug, yeah, I forgot about old C&E crabs. Back in the day, we won the volleyball tournament. Well, I don't think we won, but we had good shirts. We were making merch before merch was even a thing.
You don't know
Back
that
in the
bottom.
day.
You
Back
don't
in the
even
day.
know that bottom. I know that bottom.
Oh, here, Alexandria Fox says she's the other half Asian.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Us Asians need to stay together.
That's right. We all know each
What?
other, right?
Going to Easton? I might be going to Easton. I was just in Ocean City.
Britt James asks this $1 million question. How do you get your teeth so white?
It's rolled. That question's rolled through here about 10 times.
He don't drink no coffee. That's why.
I live on coffee. I'd IV it if I could. I just I'm telling you, flossing prevents gum disease. It's much better.
Whatever,
You've
man.
got to brush
Oh
twice
my
a day and floss
gosh,
once.
I have heard enough. I've heard it. He
I'm just
obviously
saying, you
uses some
asked.
sort of whitening.
No, I don't. I
toothpaste.
use Crest Glamorous
Whitening.
White.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
It's like, I mean, this ain't hard. This
I mean,
is
they
really not
pay me
hard.
to say it.
It's not
I
hard.
want the little effect where like my teeth glows when I do that.
Look, all you got to do is look up at them lights and it.
That's right.
Ding.
Not good enough
Glamorous
teeth
White.
to do that.
You don't know.
You like crabbing
Floss-
more than there was no
he
float
He
potters.
flosses with crab. He flosses with crab claws. There you
We
go.
underwater line, so we're only half. Man, could you imagine if people seen all the crab pots out there on singles? You couldn't drive a boat. Camping was great. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah, he did go camping. I forgot.
What's the make of
The
Josh.
Southern Girl. The Southern Girl is a cut down houseboat. It's a 1969 houseboat, and I don't recommend
Yeah, that's
buying
amazing.
a cut down houseboat.
You're
and
going to
trying
be
to
selling.
crab underwater line.
You're going to be selling that thing pretty
Yeah, I
soon. So
will.
you may
Yeah,
want
you're not
you may want to
wrong, you're
actually
not wrong.
recommend that one. You may want to recommend somebody buys the thing.
You literally saw me at Molly's today, and now
I'm on your For You page. Hey, that's awesome.
Did
That's
you
how
say
it works.
hi? Hey, give us a thumbs up over here
Were
on
you working
YouTube.
there? I can't remember. I'm wearing my sweatshirt and plugging you guys. I appreciate everything.
Appreciate it. Oh, we gotta keep bumping that. Keep
Quit
bumping that.
shaking the table.
I know. Thanks. That's got him keep me
the
straight.
boat has to be wet.
Are the boys
Not
from
wrong.
this? Here, this is a good question. Are the boys from this summer coming
I don't-
back next year? Hey,
They won't come back the next day sometime.
yeah, who knows? I'm hoping to bring Jason back. He's gonna hopefully stick around, but if I was him, I'd get a better job. You know what I mean? Too. I don't blame him one bit, but hopefully he sticks around and we'll have some guys back for the summer. Josh and maybe Max and some guys with us, summertime guys that are in school and stuff like that. So they seem to like doing it. I don't know. Hopefully I'll have them back.
We got a question about the boats.
Okay, boats.
Would you like a Duffy? They're nice boats, but they're round chine and they're not real good in the bay. Typically round chine boats we try to stay away from because they pitch and roll real bad. And we have to fish to the beam sea a lot of times.
Yeah,
I understand. I mean, I wouldn't argue with a Duffy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like asking me if I want $1 million. Like,
Markleys are the best.
I
I,
gotta-
agree. Is that your dad? No, he ain't my dad, but he does sound like he could be.
Luke, I am your father.
Oh, I haven't heard that one in 10 years.
10 years.
What part of Maryland?
We're from Pasadena,
Good
baby.
old Pasadena.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Born, raised, lived here my whole life.
He's lived in the same house his entire life.
Sure asked, what's your guys'
South
dream
Carolina,
work
what's
boat? Down here, the potters have a line and cork on every pot. Most guys, peeler pot, though. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more single pots down the bay and stuff. I like
That's another rite of passage. Everybody buys a couple peeler pots and thinks they're gonna burn them, and they don't catch anything up here.
Yeah,
I don't know why they just catch
don't
fish.
work at all. Peeler pots up the bay. I've never seen them work ever at all. Luke, when's your duck guiding business opening up?
As soon as Shane Cavanaugh takes it over.
As soon as Shane
go
starts
ask
hunting.
Shane. He's passed that torch.
That's all Shane. The
Oh,
that's
Blair!
right.
Blair is judging the
both
world.
doing
Oh,
live.
I didn't follow that. Blair said, "See you there, Luke. I'm judging the worlds." He's talking about the world goose calling contest.
Oh,
probably.
really? Man, I might
Sweet.
have to go just to be blessed with a.
Can you get him backstage, Blair? Not asking any favors, but get you on TikTok.
That's right, Blair. I'll put you on
I'll
TikTok.
put you on the top.
All those,
Cat and TikTok.
all the hundreds of thousands of crabs you caught just to get you.
Oh, Max is on here. Max coming back early June for sure. Hey, I appreciate that, Max.
Who's Max?
He was the hardest working person on my boat this summer.
See the kid that was
He
thrown
also
up. See the kid that was thrown up between pots.
he was
Kept
he
going,
was
though.
absolutely tough as nails. I mean,
You lobster?
solid. I'll back you up any day, Max. You're the man.
We crab around the bridge. Yeah.
Young guy and worked more than many a grown man's been on my boat for sure. So got all the respect in the world for you.
Yeah, we're live streaming on he's live streaming on his YouTube and his Facebook, and then I'm live streaming on TikTok. So it's kind of
We're
like
taking over the world of crabbing.
I can't believe that I need to invite you all over Bakken Creek. I come
Mountain-
out of Bakken Creek.
we both
Mountain
do.
Road.
Actually.
Yep, somebody's around. Yeah, guys should come up to South Jersey.
You've
It's
seen us
hot this
before.
year.
Nice, sweet.
Trying to become a crabber. Any advice on finding a job?
Go to college.
Yeah, get a different job. Go do something else.
If you're going to crab, you gotta be the guy who drives the boat.
Eh,
Or the
Calvert County, huh? Oh, you work for Murphy's Fuel Heating Oil. That's pretty cool.
that's down the other end. Yeah.
That's down Mountain Road. That's down
Somebody
my
gave
way.
you some kind of heart thing or
I
something.
don't know what that is.
I wish
think
I
they're
can. Somebody
gifts.
give me hearts on here. I like. Man, that was kind of nice.
Your old lady's inside. You got.
I don't mean. Come on now. I don't have no. There's no women on this. All men usually. Maybe Miss Ruth will check in. She's on here sometime.
What you guys gonna do now?
Well, for the next half an hour, we're gonna see her do this. That's how
Bri-
Watermen live their life in the winter, one day at a time.
One day, yeah.
That's how we live it in the summer.
Brian on here says, "What's up? Ready for next season already?" I ain't quite there yet. Maybe February I'll be itching. You know what I mean? But I'm ready. I'm ready to take a little break for a while.
The YouTube channel is FB Miss Paula. Oh, you're from Tillman? Nice, sweet.
Oh, Daniel said it's hot up here. He was talking about for ducks.
Oh, gotcha.
He said the crabs are subpar.
Did you see any ducks your last few days of working?
I saw one scoter,
Yeah.
and I saw a group of black buffleheads and a couple blackheads up further up there north. I won't give any of my spots away.
I seen a old squall buzz the front of the boat up by Bakken, but it was getting it. And then I seen some real high flying divers in a backwards V. I don't know what do you think those were? They were flying in a backwards V. I know
Some
it's
messed
too
up
early
duck.
for canvasbacks. I don't know what that could be. I
Who
seen
knows?
ruddy ducks in the creek, and then
Yeah,
look,
there's a
dude, we
ruddy
got
duck
glasses.
down.
Oh, you just missed it. We had cool glasses. Somebody put those glasses on us again.
Oh, what
That
was it?
cool. I don't know. Some glasses showed up on the thing.
Really? Man,
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It must
crazy.
be like some kind of
Wild.
whatever
Filter.
it is. I
Way
don't know.
beyond air filter.
Oh, dude, look,
there they
nice.
are. What do you got to do
I
that?
don't know. We look awesome though. That's very cool.
You don't get any.
Are those coasters?
Yeah, yeah.
Jason Crouch buys from you in the spring.
In
Nice.
His, in his dreams now. We love Jason.
Uh-huh.
We're it, but
oh,
we
dude,
love
we
him.
keep getting the glasses. They're so cool.
How is that?
I don't know. I think
Are people sending the glasses?
How does that work?
If you ain't killing coots, you ain't no hunter.
I agree with you.
I
If
would
you
agree
ain't
with
water
that.
swatting
Amen.
coots and sky
Amen.
busting buffleheads, baby, you ain't no crabber. And you ain't
Rob-
hunting ducks.
Robert said
Hell
he came from TikTok to here. Hey, that was smart. Wisdom, Robert. Wisdom.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, no, I'm not still at the campground.
It just looks like a campground. This is CJ's porch.
Campground. That's fun.
floodlight.
What's the best way to find a boat as a
There we
teenager?
go.
I got some.
You got some glasses.
Do I
That's
die
funny.
for oysters?
Get
No,
off
I
my
don't.
chair.
I know that.
Bouncing
bottom.
me
That's
around.
right.
I finally got
Said
some
save them
glasses.
slimy mallards. I want them mud heads.
Baby, that's right.
Good eating.
You gotta
Jim-
go out for a
Jim
early
on here.
wood
Jim
deal
says,
season.
hey, from Southeast Eastern Missouri. I forgot to say, tell us where you're checking in from. We'll give you a shout out. Hey, there we go. Hey, Robert, I'll take your heart anytime.
Water swatting.
The V with the 3 on there.
Dude,
Hey,
look at these.
appreciate
glasses.
it.
Look at these. Those were
Ooh,
cool. I don't know
fancy.
what those were.
Fancy. What is that? How do you do that?
I think
You
that
send
we could
somebody a
have
photo.
we could have a whole nother channel of just us trying to understand
out.
how
Yep.
technology
Yep.
works.
Oh,
We got a
the
paper swan.
swan.
Alexandria,
That's kinda cool.
appreciate you coming
Oh,
over
nice.
from the other one. You know what I mean? We won't say the name.
South Texas, Knoxville, Tennessee, South Carolina,
South
South
Texas.
Jersey, Maryland.
It's called the Young. Alan said his buddy John Walls won the team in Live Goose in Easton. We ran an educational program called the Young Waterfowls of Northern Delaware at Ashland Nature Center, kids 12 to 17.
I'll
Nice.
try that.
Oh, we got
Appreciate it.
drums. Dude, look.
Hey,
we got
give
a
us-
band.
Nice. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube if it
Hey,
keeps the
it's like
stream
a 5-minute lag.
keeps the stream going or whatever. And helps spread out. Alexandria is
campfire.
from California.
Now
How
we're
you
in a
gonna-
campground.
How you gonna
Wait,
how you gonna
no,
come
I
work for
think-
Luke if you're in California? I guess you're gonna fly out here.
Hey, I'm worth traveling for.
Kids don't know about the old school heart. Yes, that's true because they got all these emojis and all these. You know what I mean? Shoot,
Well,
we
what
used to
is this? We
pass
got a whole
them
galaxy.
paper.
Milky Way
Used to
or
pass
something.
paper notes.
Oh, it
Hey,
always disappears.
Check
before
yes
you
or
do
no.
something.
Check yes or no. Now it would be text yes or no.
yeah, come on, man.
Green Bay.
Alexandria.
Rock
Oh, I
Hall,
thought you said
baby.
you were in California. Oh, California, Maryland. Oh, I
Oh, that
follow
ain't
you.
far.
You're
There
down.
you
You're
go.
down on the western side there.
Oh, I'm on all 3.
Louisiana, you guys crabbing down Louisiana?
People in the circus travel. I love that. That's an awesome comment right there. People in the circus travel. Oh, that's funny. Greensboro, North Carolina. We're glad to have you wherever you're coming in from.
Oh,
Charles
A
County,
beaver.
We got a gopher.
Chinkatink.
Or is it? It looked like a beaver.
You guys going to the Waterman's convention? Nah, probably not. That's right in duck season. That's some of the best duckings right there. Why don't they do that in February? I mean,
What even is that? I don't know. I know a lot of watermen. I don't know any that even go. What do they do? Sit around and fight each other in the parking lot? That's all I can imagine.
yeah, I don't
We
know.
always joke about having a crab or Christmas party, and it would probably just be a big bar brawl. But
Should totally have.
I don't know. From
See what
Korea. Donald Hallekus is from Korea. Wow.
Nice.
all the way from Seoul, South Korea,
Pasadena, Korea.
Pasadena, Korea. Little
Hey,
Korea.
I seen you, Donald. I seen you were out in North Dakota. You guys had a good shoot. No, I saw it. I'd never think to actually like or whatever on your page, but I did see you boys shot
you're
some
the
ducks out there.
crawfish dude. Oh, there's
Who
a guy.
is?
There's a guy on here that does crawfish, and he's like, it's super awesome. He like doesn't even say anything. He just rides around and burns crawfish. It's awesome. I'll show you his thing afterwards.
I seen that. What's that?
I watched
What's
it for
that?
hours, dude.
What's that one guy? That's one boy down there that does what's he
Thank
get
you for
it
watching.
dude or whatever. What's his name? Cracker.
Stale cracker.
I tell you what, he had an awesome rig for running crawfish. Now he it was like a sled. He pushed it, shook them out, thumped them, rebaited them, set them.
Those were probably
And-
farmed, I think.
Yeah, well, they all are. They just build them ponds and then they throw crayfish in there, crawfish. Oh, I don't say that word. Crawfish, crayfish, whatever they are. And somebody checking in from Deal, Fredericksburg, Virginia, Delaware.
Some guy named Dirt says he's from China.
Dirt. Come on, Dirt. Everybody knows where you live.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, that was
guys.
Crawfish was cool. And there's another boy on there on YouTube I seen. He blew up, had a couple big videos. I can't remember his name. I think I'm subscribed to him, but he had them boys. Them boys were trucking. They were stacking back. I mean, remind me of crab as fast as you could gun them, shaking,
Wild.
rolling, baiting, setting, sorting. Them boys were rolling. Somebody from Thomas Point. What's up?
This guy says he does the crawfish he catches is live or wild or whatever.
Oh, they're wild.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
neat. They're
okay.
like going through. I don't
okay.
know how they like even keep track of this stuff. They're like, it's like the whole thing's a swamp, and then they just pull up to one and yank it up. And like this dude, every one of them's like totally
Okay.
full. He's got this like stainless splitter. He shakes them into there, and then they like kind of crawl in. He's
Alright.
throwing bait out.
I'll have to check it out.
He looks
I got
really
some
cool
time.
doing it,
Got some time coming up.
which is the number one rule of commercial fishing. You have to
Absolutely.
look cool doing it.
Yep.
I mean, if you're not going to look cool, don't even do it. That's why we spend all the money on Grundens. It's like Gucci for crabbers. Just more expensive.
True, for sure.
Tillman Island, Rock Hall, California.
Oh yeah, I don't know if he's still on here or not. Bennett was asking about Cat May crab.
Oh, don't please.
Hey, I gave up the Chuck Norris jokes, all right?
Oh,
And
that was not
I try to do something fun. Hey, I'm gonna give you my
the Chuck Norris.
I'm gonna give you my latest Chuck.
Oh, please don't.
You ready?
We're ready.
Oh, stale cracker, there it is. Yeah, he does some cool. He had a cool rig that he was dumping crawfish on. So Bruce Lee did not kick above the waist until he met Chuck Norris. Now I know what you're thinking. That's not a joke. And you're right. It's a fact. Boom. You heard it here first.
Where's the button that does the cricket noise? We need the effects panel.
I ain't told a Chuck Norris joke in 6-8 months, a year.
I know. And
everybody gave me a hard time about
had to
him.
relapse, did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to do some relapsing.
Too much time.
Who else we got on here?
How can you join us on the boat?
Send in applications in the spring.
Yeah, we'll be looking for
Gonna
them.
need it. Do I sell off the boat or only wholesale?
Kim, how are
That's a
you
good
doing?
question.
Kim, I see you there on. Yeah, how you still up Millersville way? I haven't been up there in a long time.
We sell
I
some
actually went to
both,
school there.
but I'm planning on selling, trying to sell all my own crabs next year. Actually, I'm not going to try. I'm going to make it happen. So
Somebody threw stuff at us.
that's all right.
Yeah,
I'll
Luke,
take it.
next year, for everybody asking about crabs, I got my market. I'm set. Them guys take good care of me. I don't fool much with it anymore. Selling out of the house, lights, females, stuff like that, soft crabs. All my good crabs go up the road. But Luke's going to be trying to sell not only his merch, check him out over on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And pick up some merch from him. We're hoping to do some merch soon. We'll see. Who knows? He's going to be selling his own crabs next year, so I'll steer everybody over to him.
Tyler, what's up?
You can check him out, and hey, if you go buy crabs from him, you get to actually meet him. I don't know why you'd want to, but you'll get to meet him.
Because I don't tell Chuck Norris jokes.
That's That's
Can I explain the one? I know the hawk you're talking about, and I would explain it, but we're on family friendly live stream here with the rest of them.
Where do you sell?
Well, I got a piece of land on Furnace Branch Road, so I'll be there hopefully, selling from Furnace Branch. That was one of the more interesting hawks I had.
The heart of Glen Burnie, hon.
That's right, baby. It's pretty much the hub for cultural diversity, and I mean, really, it's just pretty much like California, I'd say. Glen Burnie, it's pretty close. Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Very similar. Yeah. Yep.
Am I coming out with you ain't no crabber merch? Damn Skippy I is. Dang Skippy I is.
Yeah, don't watch your language here.
Sorry.
We gotta keep the minimum. Keep it down to a minimum. Robert, yeah, I went to Millersville College 150 years ago. Patuxent Deck and Fence, good to see you on here today. How you boys doing down on the Patuxent? I guess that's where you're from. You're Patuxent Deck and Fence.
What's up?
Brent's checking in from Sparrows Point. Hun.
That's right.
Gil, hey Gil, how you doing? Thumbs up to you too. Give us a thumbs up on. Can you give us a thumbs up, or what do you give us on Facebook? Thumbs up on YouTube. That helps spread the stream if you ain't done it yet. Chesapeake Bay Outdoors checking in from the Bohemia up on the eastern side there, northeastern side.
I've never even heard of that. Probably because I ain't no crabber.
You ain't no crabber.
I ain't no crabber.
Went up to Bohemia. When I worked for DNR, we sampled all the way up there. Oh, Patuxent's Deck is in Severn. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the Patuxent does go up there. Severn all drains into there.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Try not to go making ourselves more problems than we already have.
What does that say? Oh, uproot. Before I uproot my life in Texas, first and foremost, don't uproot your life in Texas to come to Maryland. Do not do that.
That's awesome.
Bad choice. Texas, I will find me some crabs. Find Luke some crabs down there, and we'll come down to you.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I love Maryland. That's all I know. But daggone, I would not uproot from Texas. I didn't even read the rest of your stuff. So.
Yeah, I bet.
You find us some crabs down Texas, and we'll come down. We'll move down there.
Cecil County. Doug from the Upper Bay. Nice.
John, listen to this one. John says, He commercial fishes for black drum in Texas. He runs 20 blue crab traps for bait. That's awesome. Learned a lot from you guys. Really, that's cool. Good deal. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you could run 10, right, that'd be better than running 20.
Captain Paul still crab. More power to him.
Amen. Yeah, good for him.
I'm happy for him.
Is he still crabbing, or he's hunting somewhere and he just left his gear in?
No, actually, he said he wasn't going anywhere.
Good.
Y'all
There's
seem
still
cool.
still a few crabs around. There's
That's
some
what it
big, giant, pretty stuff around still. It's definitely
I'd love to come down Louisiana and go crabbing. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, no doubt. Anybody can invite us to come down. We'll be glad to come down.
We'll talk about it, not do it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Somebody checking in from Rock Hall. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down with John. John's gonna invite us to Texas.
Looks like we all got a place to stay in Texas.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're
Deep
from
in the
Pasadena.
heart of Texas.
We're from Pasadena. Yeah, when they're you got no accent. What are you talking about?
Robert said he's coming over to come check out. He's gonna buy from Luke.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it for sure.
We crab by Sandy Point. That is actually one of my favorite places to crab.
Yeah, there's Tony checking in. Hey, I gotta call you back, Tony. I totally forgot. Had your number still saved that you call me, and daggone it, I didn't get a chance to call you back. I'll call you though. Hopefully you didn't need something real important.
South Jersey, Delaware Bay crabbing. How's it going up there? You guys done or
They're
what?
done, yeah. Delaware's all done. New Jersey, them boys are all been done.
Do you guys use those vinyl chicken wires with like the crazy bracing stuff in it? With the big iron?
Officer Krupke says wasting blue crabs as drum bait is as smart as using lobster to catch rats. That's harsh. That's harsh.
Shots fired.
Harsh. I guess they eat black drum. I mean, obviously they catch them. I mean, up here, I don't think many guys fool with them. They got so many parasites and all in them. And
Billy, it's on the way.
But I mean, if you're catching black drum for commercially, then probably what Chilean sea bass is. They sold as Chilean sea bass or something.
That's right. It's drum. We are not oystering. Well,
full of worms. They got them worms in them. The drum do, or even a red drum do. They used to blacken from what I understand, they always blackened redfish in order to cover up all the black spots, which were the worms, and you couldn't tell they were full of worms.
Dirty Dina. That's right.
Still
That's
tastes
where
good.
we're at. Hey.
Couple guys still in Delaware City catching big full crabs, but not many. Yeah, as we're seeing the same thing here. A lot of big giant crabs, and some guys are still doing good catching, a load. I should have baited probably one more time and did it, but I had some issues and had some extra help, and it just pushed me to quit. And hey, here I am now. You get to look at my ugly face.
Because he ain't no crabber.
Yeah, otherwise I'd be getting ready to go to bed. So
If you don't run them into the mud and then spend 2 weeks paying money to go pick them up,
you ain't no crabber.
Ain't no crabber. I'm telling you, that's another rite of passage. You got to put them to bed and then spend a bunch of. You got to put them to bed, put them to bed in the mud, and then you got to spend all that money just hauling gear, and then by that time they're dirty, and you got to chip ice off the boat. I one time hauled my last pot out on December 6th in all of my infinite wisdom. I don't recommend it. And I mean, if you have the market and there's the crabs, but by that time there's no market and there's no crabs. So not for us, at least.
Grind them.
That's right. Burn them into the ground.
What he asked, what's harder, Maryland crabbing or Alaskan? I don't know why you'd even ask that question.
Never been to Alaska.
A lot harder. A lot harder. Only really large drum and red drum have worms. Some bay systems are worse than others. Small black drum are delicious. I'll bet they are. When you invite us to come down, we're going to get to try some.
Right.
There's Josh. Don't blame your extra help for pulling up early. I said, oh, come on, Josh. I said I had you, so it made me, help. It helped me motivate me to get out instead of having to do it, whatever. Hey, you're that special. Josh, you're that special. Appreciate you.
Well, he never told me that.
No, never will either.
Yeah, I'm a little salty. Can we address the fact that?
Nope.
Okay.
He's still mad. He's still mad because I got him into crabbing. Like,
I will. Yeah. I'm not mad about that. I'm mad.
I should be hearing is you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
No, I mean
Oh, Saskatchewan. Did you used to go to Saskatchewan and
Oh
hunt
yeah,
ducks all
every
over
year
your
I
all the
hunted there.
time?
Went there 10 seasons and hunted. Man, I wish I was there that 3 weeks ago. The Patagonian toothfish was renamed Chilean sea bass. Yep. So was the golden tilefish, the blue tilefish. There's a whole bunch of them that were all renamed the Chilean sea bass because they closed a lot of those seasons. I do think they've reopened some of the actual Chilean sea bass. And I had about maybe 20 years ago or more, I had actual Chilean sea bass. And it was absolutely the best fish I ever ate in my whole entire life. Beautiful, beautiful fish. If you're just checking in, give us a thumbs up. There's Shane Nova. I wonder when you were going to get on here. Give us a thumbs up. Helps keep the stream going and
Virginia Beach, nice.
passes it along and maybe other people watch. Eric, how you doing? Hey, buddy. Cheney Charters. Go check them out down in Florida. Only thing I miss in Maryland are the crabs. Yes. Amen, Bruce. Hey, if I was in the Keys, the only thing I would miss, I don't know if I'd even miss the crabs. Beautiful down there. Blessed.
Florida sounds nice.
You're blessed. Real nice, yeah. Oh, yeah, old Scott. He said it's weird that we haven't said get to work yet.
I had a doctor today. Looked like she could have been your mom.
Nice, I guess.
He comes up with these comments.
Dude, you have that many people. Like, people are gonna say some wild stuff.
But
he was
why? Come on, do better.
He could have been. Well, no, she's definitely not.
Invite is always open down Texas. Hard-working fishermen are always welcome for a casting blast. What kind of ducks you guys killed down there?
Casting blast? You had me at blast.
Pintails, and redheads. What most of you guys kill down there? Teal, what do you get in Texas? Dave, how you doing? Captain Fitz giving us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Or like us or subscribe. Did you do all that?
Whatever
they're
t-shirts,
supposed to do.
buy merch. I need you to buy merch. So
Yeah,
don't have to catch less crab. Every t-shirt you buy is a crab I don't have to catch over the winter.
Luke's doing merch. We're gonna get some. Try to get some going. Ours will probably be by the time you can get it, it'll be after Christmas. Because hey, I was crabbing up until then, and you know, you don't get it till after Christmas. What's the difference? You know what I mean? It's gonna be a short sleeve shirt anyway. You can't wear it. Yeah.
Hey, that's right. You buy a shirt, you save a crab.
Chesapeake Bay says he found a caterpillar-looking thing in a menhade on Saturday. It was probably one of those tongue parasites. Parasite goes into the mouth, eats the tongue away, and then lays there and acts as the fish's tongue and sucks in nutrients from the fish and as it's going along.
Oh, so Alexandria just ordered from me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. What'd you get?
She said send an application with it too. That's funny.
That's right. Thank you.
You gotta if you buy some of Luke's merch, you gotta wear it and then tag him in it. Speaking of merch, if anybody wants a sticker, hit me up on whatchamacallit. I got about 10 to send out. Anybody that's on here, I got your address. I'm gonna get them sent out. I've been super busy, and I'm gonna get them out. Try to get them out this week. Anybody else wants a sticker? I'll send you one. Send me your address on one of the social medias. If you're on Facebook, you can just message me on Facebook, and I'll get you a sticker. And it's all them things on the top of there. Oh, telling you who's on here. Cool. I
like
Nancy.
You're not selling. You don't have the Yeti cups with your thing on it. You have a sticker. You can put you can put it on anything you want. Yeah. It's much better than just. You don't have to commit to just the Yeti cup.
This is definitely not. This is definitely not a Yeti. This is definitely not
Ozark Trail, baby.
Way too expensive.
You wouldn't have got a
way too expensive.
If you want one of his stickers, you can find him on Facebook, FV Miss Paula, YouTube, FV Miss Paula.
Mine won't cost you anything.
Mine are unmatched quality though. And I mean, people want things they have to pay for, and they value it better. They value it more. Just saying.
Hit me up, FV Miss Paula, on any of the
He's got TikTok as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do much TikTok.
Can you get messages on TikTok? Yeah, I guess you can.
You can.
TikTok, Instagram,
mine doesn't let me
Facebook.
Get them.
You can't get messages on YouTube, I don't think.
You have to.
Maybe
if you
can.
really want
I don't even know.
Reach out to me, DM me on Instagram, and I have a million message requests. I have to go through it now. And now I'm out of excuses to not go through them because I'm not crabbing anymore. So now I have to go through them. I will get back to you. I think.
Alan says, do you
Five
both do pot crabbing? We're on here to talk about crabs. We've been talking about everything else. Do you do pot? Yes, we both crab pot. We both fish underwater lines, and that's not a coincidence. Considering
I told him how
he
to
is
do
my
it.
protege, you know what I mean.
He told me how to do it. I just told him how to do it better.
Better, yeah. Hey, some things, But I trout lined some when I was younger. Luke, the last time Luke trout lined, he destroyed my motor, so then he couldn't go trout lining anymore. So, we did trout line a little bit, but anymore we got all our eggs in the crab pot basket. So,
because that's always a wise business decision.
Yeah,
put all your
everything,
eggs, burn every bridge, leave yourself with zero other option except to succeed. Yep. I'm telling you,
100% smart. If you ain't doing that, you ain't no crabber.
That's right, you ain't no crabber.
John says they got pintail, teal, redheads, mallards, and on and on. We get them all. Always something to cast or blast at. Man, see, like I said, who said she was coming up? Somebody said they were coming up from Texas. I want to go to Texas. I'm going down there. Hey, Elon Musk even moved to Texas. What's that tell you?
And Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Mark, how you doing? He needs some bait. Also fishing down there, still down there in other areas. Yeah, good deal. Definitely.
Everything. You're not wrong.
Definitely should be some.
Tear stuff up. I got places to be.
Should be some fish. Should be catching some fish out. Who knows? Did that trap just go off?
No, you're.
They're opening doors.
Firstborn child.
Scared me.
Crawling out of the window.
Yeah, good deal.
He said, "Let Luke talk." I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk.
Hey.
You. This is your deal, man. I'm just here. I'm here
along
for
the
you.
party. No, I mean it's all about Luke and whatever else.
It is not all about Luke.
We got another one. Robert, I'll get you a sticker. I promise. Might take a little bit, but it'll get there.
DM'd us on the gram.
It's like the old days. I mean, nowadays you order something, you get it the next day. Back in the old days, when you ordered something, number one, you didn't order it. You had to send a letter.
You had to catch a pigeon. You had to write a letter, tie it to the pigeon's leg, train the pigeon to fly there, and then send them. That or it was the Pony Express when you were a kid. I don't know.
I ain't that old. I'm just saying you had to write a letter or something. Or in the old days, you had to get on the telephone and you had to call out of the catalog and order. I still got some of them catalogs.
Your Sears shotgun, the shot 2 3/4.
No, I'm talking about Bass Pro and all that. I ain't that old. But you called in. There was none of this, click stuff and getting it today. And you had to. Sometimes you waited like 2-3 weeks to get a pack of decoys or something, and just different times.
That's how we got into spray paint and bleach bottles. Hey, I forgot to tell you. I know you kind of know this, but I realized something the other day that I know why you get so excited every time you get to change the oil in your boats, because it comes with 3 free Hulk flags for you.
Exactly.
every time he does an oil change, he gets 3 free Hulk flags, which is just a Rotella jug. Although if you are out in the bay, I know kind of one of those unspoken things. If you see a bunch of Rotella jugs, it's usually 2 in an old jug or coolant jug, usually eels. Am I wrong?
Nope. Yeah, them guys put jugs on.
Industry standard.
Yeah, no doubt. Officer Krupke said crabs seemed attracted to docks with lights on. Have you ever stuck a light stick in a trap?
It's a good idea.
Yeah, never try. That's a whole video content. I'm gonna steal that if I remember. I should write that down right now so I remember. We'll get some of them snap glow sticks like my kids get or whatever and put them in a trap. Although they're gonna
try to eat them.
Well, they're probably gonna.
Or help be chewing on them.
Well, yeah, they're probably gonna wear. They're gonna run out of light before enough crabs even get close to the pot to be able to go in it to whatever else. We're dealing on a 2 and 3 crab a pot on a multi-day set.
When's the last time you fished an overnight?
Yeah, never. 2 day, never, ever. 2 day doesn't even think about existing anymore.
This is when we get the flood of because there's a little delay, then we get the flood of people that tell us we suck because we can't catch crabs on it overnight. Hey, if you can catch crabs on an overnight, more power to you.
Brian,
you are a crabber.
Brian's over here asking if you still make custom hinges for your cabinets.
I made one set for the cabinets. I had a set that I made for the prototype, but I used the ones that I welded I adjusted them and made them for the new one. But somebody said that you can somebody out there was making them or something. I don't know. A bunch of people, since I didn't invent that. I recreated it, but it hadn't been done in a really long time, I guess. And there's a lot of reasons because it's not a very good door. Looks cool as a piece of art. It's very functional as a practical door. Don't recommend. So I don't know if people are making the hinges or what. I mean, I just made mine out of steel or whatever. I made cardboard models and then made them out of steel and then made the thing. So to answer your question, I won't be making any, to be honest with you. It's not that hard. I have a whole video on the hinges on TikTok, though. If you want to see, you could watch that and probably make them. I mean, if you watch it and you can't make them, you probably shouldn't try attempting to make the door.
Yeah. It's that was cool though, and I will say this: when he sent me that video of that door, he did get a video back getting made fun of him, and then he put that thing on that TikTok. And 10 million, what 5 million views later, here I'm getting laughed at. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. You could put a GoPro in a crab pot. You're right. You get about an hour underwater and you would see nothing, literally nothing. Maybe a fish. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or at least where we are.
Oh, Southern dude said that Wild Bill tried lights on Deadliest Catch and didn't pan out.
Didn't pan out.
You like our content? Thank you.
Appreciate it. Nice. Josh said, if you weren't cheap enough to repurpose shrimp head bags into hawk flags, you ain't no crabber. And hey, get to work. You probably do need to, Josh. You better get your school done, boy. Pull my pots off my pier on Bakken after my last steam on Saturday. Good for you, Robert. I'm definitely best, nicest, prettiest crabs of the year. Is that a long season for you, Robert? Do you usually catch them into November? I mean, it seems late. The water's been warm and everything else. So who knows? Oh yeah, Patuxent Deck asked about the rock fishing. I ain't heard much good. I mean, I think they're probably doing it secret. You know what I mean? There's some breaking fish to the east, I heard, above the bridge, and fishing's been okay. They ain't slamming them, you know, whatever. So I don't know. Ain't heard a whole lot of good.
It is natty time. I agree with you.
Crabber in North Carolina. How many pots? Ryan says on Facebook says, how many pots y'all running a day?
Depends on who's asking.
We fish like 500 a day is usually what we do. They got multi-day sets on them. We take our pots up because our season closes December 15th. We can't crab after that. And for us, like, it's starting to get the water temperature's dropping, the crabs are moving south, and market starts getting shaky. This year, market's been good. People are still buying crabs. Just you ain't catching enough to make it worth it. So, you know, I don't know. We did quit a little early. I ain't gonna say we timed it real perfect, but you chase them in that 30, 40 foot, 50 foot, but you're still leaving a lot of time on them. And
by the time you get extra shot of line on every hawk end, you're done.
It's a lot of work for about 2-3 extra weeks, and I don't know.
Not even 2-3 extra weeks. Not. If I ain't gonna really chase them.
If I ain't made my money by now, I ain't no crabber. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Thank you. You like the videos?
Well, I appreciate you watching them. I like that you guys enjoy them.
Appreciate you. What else we got? Tim Smith. Now, what's he run? What's the boat name? Give him a little shout out. Curious. Broncos curious why the season closes December 15th. Everyone pulls up early. Are the guys crabbing? Yeah, some guys crab all the way to the end. Although farther south, I ain't heard a whole lot of good. The suck prices went back up supposedly, which is good, you know. But there ain't nobody catching any big load of crabs. So I think a lot of it just gets to where it starts getting too cold and crabs slow down. You got to let them sit so long. And I don't know. I mean,
and then you're chipping ice all at the boat, slipping and sliding, trying to get them home.
most guys quit early just to you know,
and
juice ain't worth the squeeze.
And the other thing is, I mean, you can kind of tell, you can kind of gauge when your help is getting to the bitter end. And I mean, a lot of times it's 30 degrees. You're trying to get them up. You're trying to get them to shit. It's hard enough to get them to show up. It's like, it just becomes a lot to try to keep the help going. People do not seem to be real money driven. Doesn't seem like anymore. I mean, I don't know what you think, but it's the help definitely seems, they tend to burn out a little bit this late, you know.
True that. Yeah, John, the duck hunting fish catcher was asking crab prices. You don't even want to know
might
what
be
we get
interesting.
paid up here for them. I mean, there's a long ways between you guys down there and Maryland. And if you're selling them in Texas, I'm sure you ain't getting no money. But I mean, off the boat price this year was just absolutely astronomical. And to the end, they were getting, 120, 150 a bushel for one, something like that. I mean, prices were definitely higher, and it's just price of crabs and Balmer, as I like to say. So yeah, crazy. Message me on one of the things, and I'll tell you more if you want to know more of the numbers or whatever. But
Yeah, it's like there's this kind of illusion and it's not totally false. I mean, tends to be the closer you get towards Baltimore and the farther north you go, you get more money. But it's also like the quality of crab is like your margin for error is like nothing. I mean, they just want to cut tickets and whatever. You got to squeeze them with your truck tire, you know what I mean, to make them passable. And you got to have nice crabs. And I mean, they're paying, but we call nice crabs. It's another thing you got to worry about when you got new help on the boat all the time and trying to babysit, trying to teach new people every day. You know what I mean? I mean, we can call crabs with our eyes closed. We never screw up, but I mean, everybody else is just, we need more of us.
I don't know what you're
Just
talking about.
kidding.
Brandon asked, why aren't you still crabbing like real crabbers? Because we ain't no crabbers.
Yeah, you're missing the
You're
whole
missing
thing.
the whole
We
point.
ain't no
You're
crabbers.
absolutely missing the whole
Do you
point.
see us doing this? This is not things crabbers do.
No, not at all.
Millennials
You ain't no
do.
crabbers. Cody asked how much you pay your deckhands.
I get that
Obviously,
question all the time.
not enough.
Well, sometimes you can't. You can pay them too much.
That's true. You can actually.
There's a fine line, and you have to kind of gauge the person.
Very
you pay
fine.
him.
Very fine.
You gotta-
We're not going to get into that. Do you net for stripers? No, we don't do any netting. We don't do nothing. All our eggs are in the crab basket. Robert said slowed down a few weeks ago. Your wife won't let your tire average 12 to 18 a week. Pier caught perch for bait. Yep. That's definitely good bait this time of year. Perch is real good.
And it lasts for a week.
Lisa said she loves watching Luke out crabbing on his TikTok. Lisa, have you checked out our live streams? We're on YouTube. We're live streaming. We didn't do them as much as him, but check out our live streams on if you just like boring, if you like the most monotonous, boring thing you can ever imagine, watching a live stream of crabbing for an hour is definitely it. Definitely it.
You can watch it for 4 hours on my page. I think my favorite part is talk about really sticking it to the man. The amount of money I've single-handedly cost corporate businesses all summer, lost productivity time is, more than I'll ever make.
That's true. When you think
People
about
watching it like
all
crazy.
the time wasted watching this stuff, and we're out there. We appreciate you watching, though. Thank you.
Southern dude, I know this guy. He crabs in Virginia. He said, I'm still getting 70 for sucks and $150 for straight called Jimmys out of Virginia.
Hey,
but they're getting
good for
scarce.
You. Yep.
The picking houses pay less.
Yeah.
Right.
Good for you.
He's not. He knows what he's talking about.
Southern dude, VA.
That's right. That's
I talk to him sometimes on Instagram, I guess, or whatever. So
see, people are defending me. They say I'm amazing.
I'm glad you boys are getting money for them down there. I'm hoping you're not getting ripped off. That's good. I'm glad to hear the money's decent on them. So, John, the duck hunting cast and blast guy in Texas, my new favorite where I want to move to. He was saying 150 on males and nice pretty crabs, and the 70 for females, which that's good money around this time of year. It's late, but market's been tremendous. There's not a whole lot of crabs. A lot of guys switched to oysters. Somebody, Brandon, I think, commented they're done in less than 2 hours with 2 limits of oysters. So it sounds like plenty of oysters this year, which is good.
Shankin says, best boss ever. And still nobody has got me the #1 boss mug. I'm really bummed. That's what I want for Christmas. But I want to be unsolicited.
I want for Christmas is a #1.
They had a good
mug.
question on here. They said if either of us could expand our business, what would that look like? What would it look like for you? I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious to know. If you could expand your business. If I could expand my business, I guess it's what he's going to do. It's sell your own crabs. So instead of working
from like 20 hours a day in the season, you will go to working 28 hours a day.
Which is fine. I can do that because I don't have a wife and 3 children.
That's true.
And he does.
That's true. Very true. So yes, expansion into crabbing, and really you have to. For somebody in his shoes, if you're not selling your own crabs, you definitely ain't making a lot of money. Ain't making enough money, that's for sure. So
and you ain't gonna be
and
you ain't gonna be a crabber too much longer.
You ain't gonna be a crabber. Yeah, you ain't gonna be a crabber for sure.
How deep do we set pots? In the summer, we tend to fish pretty shoal water, like less than 5 foot a lot of times. And then typically as the year goes on, we move them a little deeper. You know, I mean, I pulled out of like 20 foot. What about you? About 20 foot?
If you want to know pretty much everything, all your questions answered, just go to FE Miss Paula YouTube and start at video number 1 and watch them all the way through. And we answer every single solitary question. Quite a few get answered in episode number 1. So you may only have to watch a couple, and they're less boring than Luke's live stream.
Oh, come on. Is there any law saying the owner of the boat has to operate it? That's actually a good question, because I know in a lot of fisheries they had problems with people just buying up boats and then having. I don't know. What do you know the answer to that, CJ?
What was it? I didn't hear you. Sorry, I'm reading.
We're not good at multitasking. Is there any law saying the owner of the boat has to operate it?
There's different deals you can set up on your license. Your license can be used by other people to run the boat, stuff like that. We haven't got into much of that at all, but yeah,
you can lease your license to people.
You can lease a license, but you can also have your license. You know, somebody else can run your boat under your license. It's a thing you got to fill out, I guess, or you got to put their name on it or something like that. So.
He said, "Dang, shameless YouTube plug." That's all right, baby. We're plugging everything. There ain't no level 0 here. We're not above nothing.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about here.
There's nothing here.
I don't know what you mean. What?
Dude, people are defending me on the live. They see, I'm telling you, they like the live.
Yeah, good. That's good. You get the real deal Holyfield.
Can you send me merch if you want to? Yeah, I mean,
he's got a store. Check it out.
No, they want to send me stuff. I mean, if you want to, that's cool. Yeah. Plenty of companies do. The best way to do that is to follow and DM me on Instagram, and then I can see your message request. That's the best way to get a hold of me.
We like stuff too. You know what I mean? I got a free sweatshirt out of the deal.
I got the same one.
Yeah, he does. John asked how many pounds in a bushel. 40 pounds is typically a bushel. Usually a bushel is just a full, you fill it all the way up. So it's anywhere between probably 35 and 45, depends. Sooks usually are heavier than big giant males. It takes a lot more, they don't feel, there's a lot of air between them and, whatever. So
it is kind of a funny thing where like, it's kind of just the illusion. Like there's really a bushel of heavy, nice big crabs typically weighs the least amount because the crabs are bigger. Like you said, there's not a bushel of 2s is jam packed. You're going to get sometimes twice the crabs occasionally, in that same bushel. And then the, females, they pack in there real nice. You can get a lot. I mean, I've had some heavy bushels of females.
Yeah. You get a lot of them in a basket. Can have an authorized user. I don't know what that means. Big B asked, do you like lobster? Yes. If I was a shrimper or lobsterman, I would probably be cutting more into my profits.
Getting high on his own supply.
That's inappropriate for this.
It's not.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we definitely we love lobsters for sure.
Is it hard work? Oh yeah.
Not at all.
We just drive the boat and look good.
Drive the boat. Yep.
Do I winterize the boat? Not yet, but I got to. Winterizing these work boats is a little different. We kind of just open the sea strainers, shut the valve off, and then kind of dump it into the.
Oh, Brandon loves our YouTube, but he's on Facebook. So hey, good to see you checking in over there.
What's more aggressive?
John, I had somebody comment on the Facebook, said 200 for males. 5 3/4 and up, and 80. Sooks went to 80. So, and does not surprise me that is significantly more than commercial crabs in Texas. Yes, because yours go from Texas all the way to Maryland on an airplane, and that ain't cheap. Big B asked, how heavy are the pots? I don't
Depends
even
on the
know.
iron.
Yeah, we mostly use 1/2-inch irons. I want to say the pot's about 20 pounds, something like that. They're not real heavy. The 5/8 iron adds a couple pounds, and then guys in Georgia, Delaware, other places that are fishing 3/4. Tony, guy I know in Georgia, he was on Facebook earlier. It might still be on there. What's your pot weigh, Tony? If you're still on here, holy cow, them things. Yeah,
They use like inch irons. I've actually got a hold of one time. Somebody gave me one, and I zip tied it on his pot as a joke, and then he dropped it overboard.
and I just found it again.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, I did. I found it again.
Were you magnet fishing or something?
It's currently holding down the lid on my my dip tank box, keep it from blowing away. Fisher Rod says, which do you think tastes better, male or females? Yes.
Buy them all.
Yeah,
you gotta have. It's a matter of opinion. You're gonna have to buy them both and try them yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see no difference in taste. Anytime you're eating, if you're getting local meat, you're getting mostly all sucks anyway. It's the cheapest crabs they can pick. You know, they're not any. You know, there's not big giant males getting picked for crab meat typically. I mean, especially not this year when the prices are astronomical. So, you know, most of the bigger crabs are all sold for market, and you know, it's it just depends. This comment guy wrote, males are always better, and I think the comment got deleted for saying that. That's funny. Male crabs, gotta specify.
I got my gear from TNS Chris Fields.
Your actual transmission in. John asked if we make our own pots. Probably this year. We're going to have to make some of our own pots because it definitely is getting tough to find guys to make them. It's getting tougher and tougher. The price of wire is going up astronomical, and it's just getting more and more. So
they're rolling through. I can't see it.
As I said, if you want to answer, although we got to get rolling here. I told my wife it's an hour. We're going to be an hour, and we're an hour and 10 already. So
I got no wife.
Yeah, it's true. I'll leave him on here. He can just talk to you. Creative Trademans, did you get your trans fixed, Luke? Yeah, he got it fixed, but then he had a whole bunch of problems. Well, I don't know if you got TikTok or not. You got to look him up. He wrote a whole series on the transmission debacle. It was very salty. Somebody even asked him how many more horrible repairs he had lined up.
Yeah, how many more boat failures I had planned.
The funny part about that is, like, I mean, it's so terrible. You literally can't even make it up. It's for TV. He doesn't literally need his own TV show. He literally does, because he is just absolute drama on top of drama on top of drama.
It's like I always think I'm out of the woods, and then I get like sucker punch from behind.
Ryan asked why we don't put a buoy on every pot. For us, we lose when you go to single floats. You're going to lose 300 to 400 a year at least, and then because of the boat traffic and people stealing them and other people running them over. Yeah, it's getting past mine.
It's his bedtime. Streetlights came
fishing underwater lines, we lose 10, 15, 20 pots a year. It cuts it down to almost nothing. So, and the cost of a pot, what's a pot cost right now, Luke? You did the math on it, right?
I bought a couple vinyls because that's all they had, and it was $53. And I'll tell you, they didn't make me $53 a piece back by the time I got them overboard. $53. For a pot.
Pots are just astronomical. You can't afford to lose them.
Even just the wire is expensive.
Josh is saying up Maine, you can't get wire for lobster traps. 2.5 month wait.
Diesel is high.
It's getting more and more and more. Definitely.
Do you guys get your wire from Riverdale?
That's where Josh. We're do you guys? I think they use like a real heavy gauge, like. Crab pots are 16 gauge square wire, and they're not 18, they're 17 gauge chicken wire now. So yeah, Josh said Riverdale. Josh, what gauge wire do you guys use up there? Is it 16 just a regular crab pot wire? Can't say that. Don't say that.
I'm not saying it. I wasn't saying nothing. I was just observing the comment. That's just a comment. That's Austin. I know him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I know him.
Smash.
They're all saying it now. I didn't even.
$62 a pot. Holy smokes! Wow.
I know. I had to.
Ryan, where are you at? Ryan Arthur, where are you hailing in from? What? I thought I had another question. I don't.
Most creative solution for visibility. That's actually pretty good question.
John, did you guys start running underwater lines down here? I know some places you can't. But yeah, I mean, besides putting reflective tape on them and painting them like neon pink, purple, some crazy color, whatever. Oh, Josh said 12 gauge bodies and 10 gauge ends. Wow,
they better last a long time. How long do you get out of a lobster trap?
That's a heavy gauge pot. Yeah, John. We put flags on them, so we put the weight on the bottom, put the buoy up with a flag on it to mark each end. I mean, they still get run over. I still lose 30, 40, 50 hawks a year at least.
They're not cheap to build either.
Yeah, I mean, it's and they still get run over, and to build each one of them for a single float, that's a lot of work and extra stuff. And yeah, tell Chelsea I said, hey, I missed her the other day and missed you too. How's your back doing? I feel your pain.
Pounds.
Literally right now, currently, I feel it. Most traps weigh 40 to 50 pounds, and you were in I forget where he said, Delaware or something, I think.
That's a crab pot. Their crab pots weigh that much, or the lobster traps?
I had some lobster traps built with metal runners, and they were $132 a trap.
Yeah, I just talked to a guy on TikTok that does lobstering, and he was saying that they were like, he did a video on it too. Actually, it was pretty cool. He was saying they were about $130 some a piece with the nice runners. I guess they have different weights in them too. Like some of them use bricks, other one use like vinyl coated steel or something like that. I guess they probably last better. I always thought that putting the bricks in there's weight was a little weird because, I mean, we know like as decoy weights and stuff like that, like or mooring concrete is porous, so it doesn't hold the bottom as well. But I guess if the trap weighs that much, if it's made out of that heavy gauge, it probably holds bottom all right. And I think a lot of guys, I think that when they fish like underwater lines, lobster, I'm pretty sure they anchor them, don't they? I see guys like they send it over, they're like shooting away or whatever. The line and the traps are getting slid off the back, and there's usually like a big weight on the back. I don't know.
Yeah, they might anchor them off or whatever. I got a funny one here. Ben says, Ben Becker says, next season, would you guys consider hiring part-time help?
They're all part-time help. They only show up part of the time.
He took the words right out of my mouth. They're all part-time. Hey, that's not always true. But hey, some guys work every day. Some guys work some days. Some guys only work one day. You never know. I mean, it's,
This guy says they're lobster pots. Do you guys call them pots or traps? He said they usually last 5 to 15 years. That's the difference with us. Our pots, we used to have pots that lasted a long time.
I still got pots that are 12 to 14 years old, something like that, and they're outlast. I looked at a pot today that was 2 seasons, and it was already showing some rust, which makes my heart hurt.
Yeah, the worst is when you have a nice new pot that's like 2 years old, and then the welds on the wire split, so it breaks the whole way around the pot, and the pots basically go together like two clam shells. And so when they split all the way around, you either have to patch the whole pot and then it doesn't catch, or you got to like, sometimes if you see it breaking, you can clip the wire and then patch that spot and holds it off. But it ain't, it's just a bummer to pay that much for a pot and then it just totally goes to junk, And you got to sell. I got to sell them on Facebook Marketplace for $10 a piece.
Yeah,
or break them down for the irons.
Well, we appreciate you guys checking in tonight. We're hoping to do something. I don't know how much Captain TikTok's going to be on here. Maybe he'll come every Monday night. He ain't got nothing else to do.
Is that what you're doing? Is starting every Monday night?
Yeah, we're going to try to do like a Monday live stream. Maybe next week we'll do something, maybe, I don't know, build some pots or tie some knots, or
I don't have a YouTube.
Check us out on YouTube.
I'm on it.
Do something if you guys want to see a certain type of video on live, like tying knots, or I don't even know. We can't do a whole lot. You can't shoot guns. We can't do it on YouTube anyway. You can't shoot. We can't be on. Maryland. We can't do much crazy stuff. But
unless you want to go shoot.
Working on pots or doing something, if there's something you want to know about, or we could talk about pots or talk about crabs or whatever. I think we're getting close to the Monday Night Football. We got to get off here. Everyone's going to drop off and go watch that. So hoping to keep the live streams going. We're going to keep the content going. We'll have a Friday report this week, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We're going to have, keep videos. I shot some video today. I did some clean crabs, taking the shells off. And we did a little comparison, steam crabs to topless crabs or clean crabs. Definitely got a lot of tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of content coming up. So we're going to look at merch. If you want some merch from Luke, he's on Instagram, FE Southern Girl. Check out his Instagram for merch.
My Instagram is Luke_McFadden.
Why? Come on, man.
You gotta do it.
Just change it.
No, but now people know me as that. That's why I haven't changed it on TikTok.
Look up Luke McFadden on Instagram. TikTok is FE Southern Girl. If anything you want from us, just type in FE Miss Paula. They all come up as FE Miss Paula. You want my email address? FE Miss Paula. You want my YouTube? FE Miss Paula. Instagram.
Also, one more thing to add. If you have found us on Facebook, went to YouTube and TikTok, whatever, comment somewhere and say where you came from. So we're just trying to gauge. I mean, it'd be cool to see how many different platforms. People are across different platforms. So let us know.
Yeah.
Put a comment, send a DM, whatever. If you found me on TikTok and then you realize you like CJ a lot better, I mean, it's unlikely, but I mean, just let them know.
It's absolutely
it'll make his day.
Unlikely. Creative Tradesman said we need to get the work shirt. We might do something like that. It's an idea.
That's your thing.
It's a good idea.
You need to get the work shirt.
That seems to be the only thing people like. Nobody likes Chuck Norris jokes. Nobody likes Cat May crab. We got, let me tell you something. I said this on the last live stream. Just go watch the video. Of course it's dumb. I'm dumb. But think about the artistry that it took to create that video. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm in the passenger seat. I mean, the amount of artistry, creative stuff that had to be done to do all that blows my mind. I know it's
cinematic. It was a cinematic masterpiece.
It was cinematic masterpiece. And I know I laughed more than anyone else did. It was hilarious to me. And I know when I laugh a lot, nobody else is laughing. So I've learned.
We're laughing at you, not with you.
I'm learning. Yeah. I don't care. I have no feelings. So
yeah, we left them at home. Actually, this is your home.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. They're on the inside. They're on the inside. We're on the outside. So hey, we're gonna get checking out here. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. If you're coming over from TikTok, give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Like to or whatever all the stuff is. I don't know. Facebook. Thanks for tuning in over there. TikTok. We got Luke's TikTok running. We got everything running tonight. We're crossing all. We're hoping to keep doing Monday night stuff. Appreciate it. Checking in and
Patrick, Jesse's son. Do you know?
Oh yeah, Patrick. Yeah, I was talking to your
son. That's his son. Said, "Hey, CJ, it's Patrick, Jesse's son."
What's your hail thing there or whatever?
Hail thing. IDK, what to put on here?
I don't know what to put on here.
Oh,
that's good. I like that, Patrick. He won the boat docking contest. Proud of you. I was talking to your dad today, getting stuff figured out. We got some boat maintenance stuff. I got put a new turbo on. I got all kind of stuff coming.
Twin turbskis, bro.
What's that? Anyway, thank everybody for checking in. I'm 23 minutes over when I said I'd be done.
Typical.
Let me know tomorrow who wins the football game, because I definitely ain't watching it. and
we were talking about crabbing on Monday Night Football.
And as always, get the work.
Thanks for watching. See you later.
You too. Get to work.
Okay.